Welcome back to Empire Total War. It's the Wallachia and Romaneasca or Watara Romaneasca or something, I don't know. But anyway, thinking I want to get my general out of here because I want to involve him in the attack that's going to go ahead soon. That's the one that's going in. Oops, hang on, speed that up a little bit, shall we? Yeah. Am I in the right place on this? I think I am, aren't I? Yeah, okay. These, I didn't lose many men, really, and I'm replenishing the ones that I've got. So I'm going to move those into an attack on here, I think. Can I do that now? I think it's worth trying, you know. Yeah, okay. So let's get those up to there. Yeah, as expected, he's in a bit of a sorry state at the moment, isn't he? So, and I'm going to add this one as well because it seems fairly safe for me now. We seem to have got rid of his major forces. A load left Romaneasca. Said all this before, haven't I? The Moldavia ones we've taken. Well, he attacked me. These have exhausted themselves attacking their own fort that I'd occupied. So it's all looking pretty good, I think, isn't it? I want to replenish my good troops in here. That's well, anything but the militia, really. So let's do it that way. 121 left. Is that all I've got left? Wow. Actually, some of those I was replenishing anyway, wasn't I? So does that mean I re-replenished them? Not too sure. I think I might have done something wrong there. As for taxation, you know, lowering the taxation, etc., I agree. You know, Firefox has made some comments about it. It's just a balance as to, you know, what's the best way to save the money, whether it's to untax somewhere or whether it's to generally lower tax everywhere else, or to tax and untax on an oscillating basis, really, so that you tax and untax somewhere. In fact, it's tempting actually to untax those again soon, so I get some money from them. So, or rather, tax them again soon, so I get some money from them for a one-off period. But not for now, because I don't think I've left a note for myself to do that. I'll leave that. I'll do that next term. Otherwise, I think I'm going to have some kind of a rebellion in there. So, right, okay. The idea is to get the CO into there, the general into. Join these forces here so he can get some of the credit for the success of the final attack. I think we'd beat them anyway if they came out to fight us now, but the longer they leave it, the worse it's going to be for them, because they're going to be losing men in the meantime, and also I'm going to be replenishing, so I get stronger, significantly stronger, as they get weaker. So some of my forces with only, say, 70 men in will become 120 in 2 turns, whereas in 2 turns every one of their units will lose 1 or 2 men. He's got about 10 units in there, so he's going to lose 10, maybe 20 men per turn, isn't he, that he's under siege. So really he needs to bite the bullet and go for me now, because it looks as though I'm fairly safe to spend a long time in that siege. So it can only go in my favour, that one, I think. Right. Come on, hurry up. I should cut these, you know, really, because nothing's going to happen, is it, after the not the Ottoman one. Is it the... I'm not sure which order they go in now. I think the Russian one is the last, isn't it? So, right, okay, well, the general can now go and join with the rest of that force there in the siege. Okay, and then in a couple of turns we should have these replenished. In fact, some of them were being replenished. Oh, they're done already. Oh, that's good. So it didn't do any harm just selecting them all, because I think I selected them all, didn't I, last time, except for the militia. But these were already being replenished, so that's good news, isn't it? Right, okay. I wanted to, as I said, tax this place over here. It'd be interesting, actually, to see what happens. Let's have a look at that, actually. So, naught taxes at the moment. The policy is to tax low for everybody. My total amount I'm getting in is 787. Right, so I get 787. If I were to tax Moldavia, I go into a minus, but if I take these down to there, I get 561. Yeah, I'm losing out, aren't I? I'm losing quite a substantial amount really, but it does take Moldavia into noughts. So no, I'm not going to do that. That doesn't make the most sense to me. So let's get these back to a low taxation so that we can grow our economy as we were doing before. But tax Moldavia. I'm just going to tax them for this one turn. Obviously because I can get some money out of them. Actually, I could have done with building that, couldn't I? Instead of spending my money elsewhere. Maybe I can do that soon anyway. Perhaps I should have gone for that in the first place. Never mind, didn't do that. So I wonder about bringing more out. I wonder if I can get another unit out of there. Who do I bring? I think I'll take a light cavalry out. Yeah, I'm on a minus anyway, so it doesn't make any difference, does it? So let's get one out to there to replace the CO that's come out. Right, okay, so that should now be -2, is it? Yeah, and if I untax it, then it becomes 0. So yeah, we're fine, aren't we? So I think yeah, okay, I think I'll leave it like that. Gradually pull the troops out of there to help with this attack that's going in over here. I'm not going to recruit anybody else because I feel generally safe enough. I know he can reach, but he can't reach all the way over to... Well, he can actually, but he's only got 2 units, and I've got one heck of a lot of citizenry in there, so I don't think he's going to be able to break that one. And if he sieges it, which he might well do, then I've got some horse that can come in and attack him from the back then, haven't I? So, right, I'm going to hold on to that money, because what I'm going to do with that money is build, when the time comes, this palace or whatever it is, and governor's mansion in there, so that we can get more tax in there and create more repression in that area. And next turn, 962. Will I be able to afford it? Well, I'm on 2,000 now. 960. Yep, it looks like I should be able to, because I'm taxing it this turn. I should be able to afford it next turn. So let's go for it then. There's little else to do really. I think it's just tax and untax that place. So Austria. Right, this time I'm going to stop recording after the... Poland are interesting to watch. Yeah, after Russia. We've got the Ottomans and then we've got the Russians, haven't we? So everyone else has gone, hasn't it? So, okay. And then I'll bring you straight back in a second's time. Looks like nothing much is happening amongst the Russians anyway, really. Ah, now that's interesting. Fleet in there, by the look of it. I had to hold on to that word fleet then, because I got up to large when I pressed the button then to stop the recording. So, right, okay, workers on strike, Moldavia. Yeah, well, no surprise there. So what are we like now in here? -1. Untax, and we're on 0. What can I take out of there now? Can I take out some infantry, for instance? Yeah, I can take some infantry out while they're untaxed. What about this one? Yeah! Aha! Surely this isn't going to work as well. No. Okay, I'll put those back. Right, and I'll just bring the infantry over for now. That's great! If it doesn't work out, I can always put the infantry back next turn, can't I? But if I keep them untaxed this turn, that'll keep them happy. And let's bring some cavalry over to here to join the rest. Oh, he's got no chance, has he? I should be... Am I? No, I'm not quite fully replenished yet, am I? But I will be by next turn. So, 12 in there. What's he got in there? 2, 4, 6. He's got 16 in there, but a lot of them are mob, and they're just auto or whatever they're called, you know, so there's going to be no surprises there. And it looks like the Austrians are out of it, doesn't it, really? They're not doing anything. But can I afford? I think I can, yes. I can afford that governor's mansion. There we go. I'm not going to replenish anybody else, and I think that's all I can do. I haven't got any more money. Taxation is low enough for everywhere to grow a little. Trade is probably the most I can do. Can I trade any more? Nope, can't trade with anybody at all. So I'm not going to. I'm not bothering with this because well, there's no point. They're miles away from me anyway, and the more enemies I've got, the least number of people that are going to become my enemies in the future. That will make sense, I think, to you. Let's move on. Yeah, what I meant by that was that that I sometimes wonder if the AI considers declaring war on you based on the number of enemies that you already have. So if I keep a load of enemies that are far enough away so that they can't really do me any harm, then it'll keep those close to me from declaring war on me. Well, that's the idea anyway, you know, such as Poland and Russia. So if I become friends with Austria, you know, Poland, who are at war with Austria, might suddenly decide, oh, well, he's not at war with them anymore, so let's go for him. Anyway, this time I'm not going to be caught mid-sentence. I'm just going to cut it off straight after the Russians. Well, it certainly looks like the Russians are commanding the Black Sea, doesn't it? So, all's well. I wonder if I'll leave those in there, to be honest. Can I? No, -1. I could untax them for 1 turn, because they were happy last turn, weren't they? Do I leave that militia horse in there? Oh, I'll bring it out, actually. I will bring it out, because I need it really to look after this place, don't I? Then what I'll do is I'll move it back in afterwards to make the place happier again, because hopefully that will then become, well, it'll be north anyway if I untax it next turn. So tax it this turn, and then untax it next turn, sorted. So these here can go and join in this attack over here. Good job we got all these roads done, wasn't it, in the early stages, got all the infrastructure sorted out. It's the only thing I could spend my money on, to be quite honest with you, so it didn't really matter. I could go and attack him now, but I think he's got to come out for me soon. Turns until surrender 2. Nope, I want to keep my casualties down to an absolute minimum by getting him to come and attack me. What have I got now? 545. Anything I can spend that money on? Well, even if there is, I really want to hang on to it so that I can do other things with it. I want to be able to build in here, perhaps, you know, the repair, and then replenish my troops as well. So I'll hang on to that money. How much am I getting next turn as well? Yeah, 659. Okay, yeah, I'll keep that. Let's go for it then. Is he going to come and attack me this turn? Or will it be next turn? I suspect it's going to be next turn. It makes the most sense, doesn't it? Well, everything now just seems to be going my way, doesn't it? Oh dear, perhaps I shouldn't have said that. Let's touch some wood quickly. I said it on the Ottoman move as well, didn't I? Oh, right, okay. Get ready to stop recording. Well, they now have 1 more turn, basically, before a surrender. Intellectual advance, social contract, going for physiocracy. It's all I can get anyway, really, so... Workers on strike. Dangerous levels, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, good. I thought something serious had happened then. Exempt from tax. And I think I just have to leave that one. In fact, no, I don't. I've taken him out, haven't I? So he hasn't got any units in there. Oh, that's brilliant then. He can just watch over there. They are 0 taxed. Next turn, I can tax them again. And, of course, we know what's going to happen now. These are now going to have to come out and attack me next turn because they're on 1. So, and, of course, they'll have lost loads of men in the interim period as well. I'm hoping to lose as few men as possible so I can then move on from there to go and take wow, looks like we can reach anyway already. I have a choice. I can go for either Romaneasca, which I'm not going to do, by the way, not yet, or I can go for Greece, and I'm thinking about going for Greece, to be honest with you. I think it'll be easier to settle, well, I know it'll be easier to settle than their capital, which is Istanbul. That's going to take, I don't know, 20 turns to settle and probably 3 rebellions. It's bound to happen, isn't it? I'm better off just subduing all these other areas and taking these, really, but anyway, we'll see what happens. Not only that, he'll backfill, he'll send other troops from these areas down here to come and attack me, you know, because he's got barracks down there, and there'll be better quality troops that he raises now as well. So right, okay, well, this is it. He's going to attack me next turn, so I'll stop the recording after Russia, and then just one more check just to make sure everywhere's happy. Yes, it is. Okay, So, it looks like we're going to have a battle now. Oh, in fact I won't need to stop it, will I? Because it'll stop at the Ottomans anyway, so unless they're just going to surrender, which would be absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? So, right, and I'm only up to 15 minutes. That's excellent. So I could easily fit a battle in there. Right, good. How many's he got? 725, that looks like, against 1200. So he's on to a complete loser. It should show much more in my favour on there, shouldn't it? It really should, but they've only got 2 men in there. Right, okay, well, it's going to be a case of really forming up a long way away from him. Way in the distance, so he's got to walk a long way to get to me. I'm rather hoping, really, that he exhausts himself doing that, or that he hasn't even got time. You see, I really need this battle to end rather than to be fought to the end. In other words, I need him to run out of time. If he runs out of time, then I will. I won't lose any men, or I'll lose whatever I've lost up until a point, and he'll lose everything, of course, because in a assault situation nobody survives. So this is taking some time, isn't it? I was going to listen to Joe Wiley tonight, you know, before it finished, and they've got this guy on. He was just singing a record called Vietnam or something like that. He sounded a really nice guy, and I love Joe Wiley. I think she's really good, but then he started to play, and I thought, oh no, I can't listen to this. It was so... oh, it's not my kind of music, really. It was... I don't know how I describe it, really, and be kind. Oh yes, good! I get... yeah, I get fortifications, so definitely going to use those. Everything but the 60. I don't want the 60, I don't think. Let's get everybody else. So Control M to select them all. Not take him, because he's too small a unit really to make a difference. And I'll line them up all the way along here. Perhaps... can I line up there? Yep. All the way along there. Far over as I can get, perhaps... I don't know, to here. Yep, seems sensible. And then give them all... oh yeah, look at that. Wow, almost covered completely, aren't they? The idea is that if anything tries to fire at me, you see I'm behind those earthworks, so he's not going to have hardly any effect. It's all about keeping casualties down, basically, so that I can use them for other places like Greece, and also so that I can hold on to some of my money so I'm not paying out for replenishments, basically. So, right, okay, those down to there. I think I might just bob him on to the end there, just in case he comes in handy for anything. I would normally expand the line a bit, you know, cover a longer area, much wider area, but I don't think there's any point in this, because it's better, I think, to have the earthworks all in my favour. Well, I think that's it. I think I've got everything, have I? I think I have. Just pull the horse back a little bit when the battle starts, because they're in the wrong position there. Just get them back a little bit to, say, to here. Come on, where are you? There. And then the general back a little bit, perhaps, I don't know, to here. His artillery. Oh, something's firing at me. Blimey, I was going to say his artillery should not be able to hit me. Another reason to draw the horse back, isn't it, really? Crikey. Look at that. That means, that orange there means that they're taking fire. But I don't know how anybody can be firing at me. Oh, hang on. Oh. Well, if he was, he isn't doing now. That's it. Well, where are those organ guns? Is it these here? Ah! This is what's firing. Aha. Oh dear, please fire at the ones behind the barricades instead of the horse. Who did he hit? Now these have gone orange and these have gone orange, but they're 45 and 45. That usually means that he's firing in the direction of those, but he's not actually hitting them. So it's looking good. No casualties so far. So, excellent. And he's coming straight onto my line. What's that? What is that? That's why he's firing at them. I left them out there by mistake. Damn, why did I do that? That was really, 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 really stupid. I'd forgotten I'd got 4 lots of horse. So right, they belong over there. They belong over there. Those belong over there. What about these? That's these here. Damn! Right, okay, well that makes sense, doesn't it, I suppose? That should impede their movement, but it doesn't actually... Wow! That is effective, isn't it? 120, 120. Let's just check that all my infantry are on. Yeah, they're all on. Oh, that one isn't. All these that are behind the barricades, they seem to be on guard duty or garrison duty or whatever you call it. I don't know. It means they're going to stay in one place anyway. Let's get those back to there. I wonder why they weren't more effective than that. They were firing at that horse that was sticking out in the middle of nowhere, weren't they? These have been pretty good, these organ guns. They really have. Right, okay, well I'm hoping, it's not going to happen, but I'm hoping he'll just sort of stand off and let me fire at him. I just know that's not going to happen now, I'm afraid. But if he even if he gets one shot in, his shot against me is going to be less effective than mine against him, because he's going to be firing against the barricades. Another thing I need to think about is getting... Wow, what's that? Didn't hit any, you know. It's really weird, this, isn't it? He's coming round there, but he's not actually hitting anything. What I need to do, by the way, is not chase after his artillery. What I need to do, really, is chase his routing troops and take out his artillery when I do so. Right, okay. So, he should have little effect against us. Anybody that comes into contact, that's when I need to get them on melee mode. Wow, why didn't they fire or something? Why didn't they actually get into hand to hand? Don't quite understand why that went wrong then. Ah, looks like he's going to try having a go there, doesn't it? Huh, well let's get ready for him then. Right, anybody actually fighting? He doesn't seem to be getting close enough to actually contact, does he? Maybe he is in some places. Let's have a look. Got anybody yet that's actually in hand to hand? Come on, you need to fire, please, and then you need to charge. Well, you're not firing, so you've disappointed me. Right, okay. I've done that so they don't fire, of course. Anybody actually fighting? Yeah, he is. Right, okay, well let's get him on hand to hand. Oh, him, he's lost some men as well. Damn, I've missed some. What's happening here? That's that one. Oh, they're shattered, so I'm not too worried about that anymore. Not worried at all, in fact. I'm about too worried. Is he on melee? Yes, he is. He only seems to have actually got into hand in one place, and that's that place. So, I think he's just had it, hasn't he, really? He's probably going to break, but I don't know what he's going to do with that artillery. He's probably going to end up charging it in some way, you know. This is all coming far too easily for me. Right. Yeah, there's another one running away. I think we've cracked this one. And there isn't even any point in chasing, like I said, because it'll only engage his artillery if I chase, and I don't need to do that. All I need to do is make sure I keep my casualties to an absolute minimum. He's got to attack me within 20 turns, so maybe he'll actually abandon his guns and come running at me. You never know, dear. Wouldn't surprise me, you know. Right, what's he doing now? Okay, maybe he'll keep firing for the whole 20 minutes then. Let's see if he does. Maybe somebody will come back. You know, because they'll probably only be broken. Yeah, they are, they're broken, aren't they? Oh, shattered. Shattered. Yeah, broken. Some are broken, so some will come back. As for those, 82 of them. 116 out of 120. What's he going to do? Is he really going to... Damn, what's going to happen here? Is he just going to keep firing at me for the whole time? Can I just stay behind my barricades and be safe? I'm really not too sure. I'd take them out, but I don't want to suffer grape shot because that'll just wipe out half of my horse, and I don't want to lose any of my horse. Thank you very much. I'm surprised he isn't shooting at my general. Actually, are they broken? Are they just broken? I might charge those actually, just those. I hope his artillery doesn't open up on me. Basically because they're broken, I don't want them to come round on the flank after me, do I? So let's have a look over here. See if anybody's thinking about coming back here. Well, even if they are, I think it's going to take them too long to get round, so I think we're safe. Now, wow. What I don't understand is, when the artillery fires, why it shows that it's the horse that are being targeted. Okay, well, nothing much is happening, and I'm up to 26.5 minutes. I don't see that there's anything really to show. It doesn't look as though he's going to become any kind of threat at all. His artillery don't seem to be having any effect. So, we can just stand there and let him shell us. Because I don't see how he's going to be able to do anything. Where's he? Right. Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do then. We'll take one of them. We'll take the broken ones out over there, and then come in for the attack against those afterwards. Now, I did have some other horse somewhere that were put in the wrong position. Right, those can now come back. Nobody else to attack up there, is there? No. So you can come back, and you are there, you are there, and you are here. Ah, no, I was thinking that was the general. It's not the general, is it? Right, okay, well let's get him over here then, and maybe he can go and attack or charge somebody as well. The idea is going to be an attack on the artillery when those men have disappeared. Now who are these? Okay, listen, I've lost I don't know, 120. I've lost 4 men there, and I've lost 7 men there, and I've lost a couple there, and 6 there. So I reckon I've lost about 20 men in the whole of this, and I can't see any attack that he's going to put in now any better than the ones he's put in already. So I just don't... Oh, I think he's got a hit. He just got a hit on my horse then, didn't he? Where are my horse? They're way over here. He hit this horse that are out here on their own. Right, okay. That probably means he's aiming this way, does it? Let's have a look. He is, yeah. That's when they became exposed, when they were out there. So let's get them back again then. Over to here. Over to here. And I'll run them as well, actually. Why not? My intention was to attack that artillery, but I don't see any point in taking the grape shot. I think what will happen is, when we've defeated these and they're gone, either the time will run out, or the artillery crew will come running at us, because they'll realise there's no way that they're going to be able to win. Well, what's happening there then? I presume all my men are firing rather than meleeing. Yeah. Ah! Aha! So, now then. Okay. Well, what are they going to do? Stand outside my range? Well, I think that's it. I think he's just going to let the time run out, and if he does that, that'll suit me. He might get in about another 5 shots with his artillery. Am I bothered? I don't think I am, and I don't want to suffer any grape shot against my horse going in against his artillery. So I'll bring you in and show you the results at the end, unless something exciting happens, which I really can't imagine. Anyway, see you in a second. Okay, well, I think 31 casualties is pretty darn good there, really. Look at that. Lost none, killed 20. Oh, I see. Which one's lost 17 but killed 114? It's not from artillery, that then, is it, really? I mean, that is simply from fighting people. Did anybody lose without killing anyone? General's bodyguard? No, he killed. No, these are just allocated things afterwards. They're not the right amounts at all. Anyway, he's had it because he only had 1 turn left to surrender, so I don't know why it's showing that. It's still okay there. That should now be mine, shouldn't it? Surely the turns until surrender don't change if he comes out to attack me. No, I think that should be mine. I mean, I can easily go in there and take it anyway. He's got hardly anything left, but I think that should become mine. That's extraordinary. Maybe it's worked out at the end of the turn when they calculate the number of turns that it's been under siege. I don't know. We'll see anyway, won't we? But is it? Yeah, it's become mine. Excellent. Okay, region captured. There's another one for me. That's Serbia this time. Trait gain. Yep. Thank you very much. Management, etc. And I'll repair that. Thank you very much. And there, look at that. They're settled. That's amazing, isn't it? Wow. I've only got 677 though. Do you know, I'm tempted to go south immediately before the Austrians come back. I'm going to. What I'm going to do is take everybody south and take Greece. I wonder if I can do that on this video. That would really top it for me, wouldn't it, really? I'll risk it. I could risk it for 1 turn, couldn't I? Move down to there, and then if it doesn't work I can move back or maybe recruit there. So I'll just go straight there. Why not? They're red. Damn, perhaps I shouldn't have done that. -4 as well. And if I exempt them, they go to -2. Ah, such a shame. Ah, but I'm getting this, which gives +3 repression. Aha! So I get +3 in there, and they're currently on -4. Oh, great! And one of these is going to go down, isn't it? Oh, that's brilliant. So next turn, I'll be fine. That whole region will be perfectly settled. Let's just see if there's anything in there that might cause me a problem. Nope, not from what I can see. Oh, that's excellent. Great, we're on the way. If it doesn't pan out for me, then I can always move them back, can't I, next turn? Which I will, of course, do. Can I move out of there as well? Yeah! I can even get partly out of there. Good. Well, that will mean they'll try and repair that place as well, which is good, because it will spoil her... Oh! There's nothing in it anyway. I was going to say... Nah, never mind. Never mind. Really, what I was thinking was, I'll damage that, and then they're going to have to pay out to repair it, but it's not damaged it, and then I have to repair it, so forget that. Right, okay, over here. Oh yes, I can tax it. Excellent. And I should be happy here because I've got the nice friendly allied Poles up there and the nice friendly allied Russians there. Can I trade with anybody else? No, don't want to trade with the Austrians. I'm quite happy to keep the Austrians at bay there, actually. In fact, coming to think of it, my next... I think Greece will have a school. So I'm just thinking about what I can move on to next. No, I'll stick with this actually. 4 turns. If there was something that was like 2 turns, I'd go for it. But there isn't. Hey, next turn I might be able to get some military technology. I might get bayonets. It depends. Really depends. Just on what he's got in there. Now these guys can go over and relieve here. They can certainly protect the school in the meantime from any chance attacks by this force that, by the way, it's got damage to it. Oh, it looks like he's recruited those, doesn't it? But these are fixed. So he's going to struggle to... I bet you he can't reach with artillery like that. He won't be able to... That's why he's not attacking. He can't reach there, and he can't reach Wallachia with his artillery. He can only get there with his infantry. So I think that's what his problem is. He's not actually within easy reach of anything, and I could perhaps get troops back in time. But anyway, we'll see. What have we got now? We've still oh, it's this one. Other than that, we're okay, aren't we? So the income now is going to be 859, which is not bad at all. Did I replenish those troops down here? Because that's really what I need to be spending my money on. On the other hand, there might be something in here. What about that? 500. Well, does it give a minus? No, it doesn't. Well, let's get that then. And, because I only had about 20 casualties, didn't I? I might be able to fully replenish, you know. You never know. Let's have a look. It's going to cost 179, and I've got 177. Oh, so close to doing the whole lot. Okay, who can't be done? That one there with 114 in it. All right. Or should I go for... I wonder if I can do that the other way around. Take that one off there and give it to that one. Yeah, I can. I'm going to do that. That's better. I mean, a cavalry unit with 2 down is more preferable to an infantry unit with 2 chevrons being 6 men down. So yeah, right, okay. That's all I hope to do, really, take Wallachia. But this has just popped up as an easy target for me, and I so need that. Well, I hope it's an easy target. I might have to siege it, might have to fight it, and then build up resources behind. But we'll see. But the main thing is that he's got next to nothing in there, and the Austrians are staying a long way away, and it looks like the... oh, maybe not now. Ah, there were Poles and Russians and things around. There were certainly Poles around there, but they don't seem to be... Poles apart. Poles were keeping us apart, weren't they? But no, I'm going to go for this. I so want Greece. So, right, let's go for it then. Yeah. Actually, that doesn't look like it's owned by the Ottomans. Ah, I wonder if that's someone else I can trade with then. No, it's not a capital. It would have a capital place in there, wouldn't it? I'd need to trace a direct route to whoever it is via their capital, and I can't do that, so never mind. Ignore that one. Okay. Right, gone beyond the Russians. So, see you in a second. Do you know, I'm not really sure it's worth doing that. It's only saving about 5 seconds, because those moves seem to go through really, really quickly. Okay, building constructed, that's this one here, so they are happy. Look at that. And that's with tax as well. I've only got a couple of rubbishy units. Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm thinking about the wrong one. Ah, that's that building in there. Right, okay, it's this one I'm most concerned about, and yes, they're happy as well. Brilliant. And there are no Austrians around causing me trouble, and the Ottomans down here don't seem to be doing anything anyway. Have I got... I have. I've got a wall in here, of course I have, because I fought against it, didn't I? So, well, if that's what you call it, fighting against it. Okay, right. Well, let's see what the Greeks have got then. Not the Greeks. Let's see what the Ottomans have got in Greece. Oh, yes! Oh, wow. All he's got, 2 units. Oh, settlement fortifications. Do I go in for the attack? It's tempting. Accepted? What? What? I don't believe it. Right, successfully completed your campaign. Goals, right. Maintain these conquests until the allotted time. The victory will be yours. Well, it has to go up to 1750. I'll tell you what, the way things are going at the moment, I'm going to have workers on strike in Serbia. Well, Serbia's happy. What's happening here now? I'm confused. What's happened here? Somebody's sieging me somewhere. I don't understand what that picture was then. Let's have a look through all my territories and find out what's going on. Right, there's nobody anywhere causing me any problems. So I really do not understand that. I don't know what's going on there. So anyway, it was puzzling that. He is down here. I think it was just showing me that old screen or something, so I'm a bit like I said, puzzled by that. What's he got? He's got that and that in there. He can't move. He can't move, and he can't do anything basically. But he could attack that, couldn't he? And that's going to be my nice little port, isn't it? So I don't want him to attack that. Oh, how many places can I repair? Ah, that's a shame. That is a shame. Right, okay, anyway, let's have a look at these. Region captured, Greece. Yep, thank you. Workers on strike in Serbia. And yet in Serbia they're happy. Right, okay. So, and then in here, building constructed. Yep, thank you very much. Let's just go have a look at Greece down here. So I'm just a bit concerned he's going to attack that port, but I don't think he can move anywhere without attacking me. So anyway, who's that, by the way? It's Venice. They haven't got a port, have they? If Venice had a port, then it could trade with its capital, and I could trade with it. Let's see if I can trade with anyone. No, no trade. No. No extra trade routes open to me. Right. What can I get that's going to help settle? Is it settled? It's settled already. Right. It's already settled. I need to leave my troops in there anyway. So, do I get something that's going to settle a place so I can move my troops out? Or what do I do? Because that will give me repression. But I'd like something that gives me better troops. But why? No, I don't actually, do I? Let's get the governor's residence. Yeah. Because that'll help settle the place. And this one will also give me happiness. Let's get this one as well then. Okay, so I'm going to get those two. Don't think I can afford either one of these two. No, I can't. Right, okay. I'm just going to get those two then. Anything else that... Ah, now that's a point. Anything else that can be... Not that. You see, look, I can get these now, you see. The one I really want, most of all, is that one. Canister shot. In fact, I'm going to stop getting that. And I'm going to get this instead. Canister shot. You see, what that gives me... Well, it obviously gives me canister shot, but it'll enable me to have mobile cannons. You only get fixed artillery until you've got canister shot, and it's 5 turns away, and of course I can't get the barracks anyway this turn. I don't need it. What's the point in buying it anyway, because I can't use it. So well, I don't want to get fixed artillery. So what have we got here? Peasant farms, vineyards, iron workshops, trading port. It's all looking good, isn't it? There's nothing in there, I don't think, that's going to cause me any problems. It would be nice to upgrade the peasant farms, wouldn't it? But can't afford it, so I'm not going to do it. Right, okay. What should we do? Just see what's going to happen next turn? What am I getting? 1500 for a change. Nearly. Is that 1593 or something, or 1503? I'm not too sure, but oh wow, I'm really pleased with this. So I think he's going to be stuck there. It's what he decides to do there that might cause me some problems, but I'm not too worried about the artillery because they don't move very quickly, and in fact I can probably, I've just moved into there of course, I can probably get back to there in the same time that he could get his artillery up to there. So yep, things are looking good. Actually, I'm just wondering about maybe putting one unit into there just to defend it. So nobody goes in and just hurts the place. I wonder if I move him into there, will he then attack? Because I come into his range, don't I? Let's see what happens if I move him into there. Huh, right, okay. No, he doesn't fancy having a go, does he? I can't blame him, really. But that'll defend it from any sort of Ottoman attack, because the Ottomans might just go in there and damage the port, mightn't they? So, and I don't want that. I want the income from it, don't I? So, 465 so far. That's going to improve. Right, well, 45 minutes, I think, thereabouts. But I am curious to see what happens on a turn end now. So, I'm going to have to do it. But in the meantime, I can replenish these troops. And anyone else that needs it. I don't think anybody else did it? They're already being done. Yeah, okay, right. Oh, I can't believe my luck here. In fact, I tell you what, it would have been even more lucky if Patras there was not owned by someone else. You know, if the Ottomans had it in a pathetic way like they've held everything else, and I could have just taken that as well. That would have completely consolidated that border, wouldn't it, really? I'd have it totally covered, the south. Well, I don't know what you call the one with Romaneasca, really. I suppose that's southeast, but it does go quite southerly. Ah, here he comes. Was that my porty attack there? Ah, no, they were Turkish ships. Where were they going? Huh. Right. And this time we'll make the exception. I'll go all the way through. Just so that it's all, I don't know, finished off, really, I suppose. And why I'm watching Persia. Do you know, it goes slower. It goes slower when we're watching it than when we're not. These would just go straight through, 5 seconds otherwise. Well, now I have my barracks and everything. I don't need Romaneasca. So I do need to protect that school that I've got, of course. It would be nice to have some gentlemen, wouldn't it? And what did I get? 1408. Not as much as I thought I was going to get. 1670 next turn. It's probably because I spent some money upgrading these troops. That's why they've just come in, and so they've cost more money, haven't they? So it's tempting just to take them out, isn't it, really? But I might be getting some advantage from those. Garrison forces. Town watch. Usually there's something called resistance to foreign occupation or something. Right, so they're just going in as minuses, aren't they? I think that might go up, you know, if I took... No, he's not a foreign occupier, is he? I think it's still me that's the foreign occupier. So, anyway, fair amount of money to spend. I know for certain that I'm going to get this, for a start. And I'm going to get this. And from there, I don't need them immediately now, to be quite honest with you. Not that, because I don't want to be getting any artillery yet, but I can afford it. How much does that cost to do? Oh, what? Look. To repair that, it costs 412. So I might be better off, in the meantime, just building up some of these safe places. Anyway, look, I need to think about that. The barracks, it would be nice to have, but I think I'll only be able to recruit the same troops that I normally recruit anyway. At the moment, that's all I can get, and then I will only be able to get those. I can't move on to the next barracks, of course, until I've got the ring bayonet, and of course I'd need this first. Anyway, long story. In here, I would only get, really, if I had more technology, these. So it's going to be a slow process, isn't it? But the main thing is we can now start to research some of that military technology, and that's the main thing, isn't it? I need to upgrade some of these so I get some more money in, and then gradually I wonder, actually, it might be worth looking. I wonder if there's an empty slot. There isn't, is there? I was going to say, if there's an empty slot I could perhaps build another school, but I can't. Is Wallachia anywhere near getting another one? Crikey. 27 turns away. 38, 19, 32. Greece is actually the closest on 10 turns. So anyway, I need to think about how I'm going to spend this money, what I'm going to spend it on, whether I'm going to wipe him out. He hasn't got a great deal of troops in there anyway, and I don't know why they're damaged already, but he won't surrender, of course, and he can't do anything, he can't go anywhere, so he's simply stuck. Before I leave here, though, I'm going to have to sort those out, aren't I, because I can't leave those in any kind of a damaging position. It would be nice, though, to have artillery. If I were to recruit artillery in there, could I recruit? No, not yet, because I didn't repair it, did I? But if I recruited in there, I could just blow them to bits, couldn't I? One gun, bang, 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 no casualties. But it would be really good if I had the grape shot before I did that. So anyway, food for thought. So we've now taken Greece in one video, as well as Belgrade, and that means we've got our 5 territories, which includes our 3 main territories. I just have to hold on to it for until 1750, quite a long time. But if you look at it up here, this looks like, I don't know why it's not showing me that as mine as well, but this looks fairly well consolidated now, doesn't it? It's starting to look like a decent kind of area that we've got under control. These sort of dark blues are ours, aren't they? So what I really need to do is clear this one out of here, and that's all the Ottomans in this part, because there's none there, it would just be that one there. If I can wipe them out, then I've only then got one. Okay, I've got Austrians on the border still, but it would be no Ottoman threat at all in that area. These are all my allies all the way around here, so my only threat really would be the Austrians along there. I might even be able to get an alliance with them, or perhaps I should simply wipe them out. I'm really not too sure. Then I'd control everything, well, south of the Danube certainly, but including the northern areas as well. But really, if I could take that and have some kind of naval presence across there to stop anybody getting through there, that would protect that southern border. So really, all of these areas here are areas that I really want to have. Anyway, got to work on that. Thanks for watching, folks, but success. And from a beginning where I wondered if it was possible to win this, and I think the only reason really why I'm getting anywhere is that I'm fighting Ottomans. I'm not fighting sophisticated Western armies that have now got 2-3 grades of bayonets and, you know, hail shot and all the other paraphernalia that comes along with Western development. But okay, thanks again for watching, folks.